Hi everybody, this is Diane Skates from RestoreVR Therapy. Guess who I have here with me today?
Hi, I'm Lance Skates. I'm also co-founder of RestoreVR Therapy, and I have been working with information technology in healthcare for more than 20 years.
We are here to help you to reduce your stress and anxiety with RestoreVR Therapy in 7 days.
All right, on this video, we would like to address the following topics. What is RestoreVR Therapy that could reduce my stress and anxiety in 7 days?
That's right.
Since so many drugs cause several side effects, is there any side effect with this non-drug method, Diana?
Let's discuss.
So, Diana, during this year with COVID and now with the election here in the US, the levels of stress and anxiety are very high among most people.
That's right.
Young and old.
That's right.
So let's start with the first question. What is RestoreVR Therapy that could reduce my stress and anxiety in 7 days? And some people may even say, it is too good to be true.
I agree. This sounds too good to be true. But in reality, it is true, Lance. I have experienced and seen such transformation. Maybe you heard me saying this before in previous video, or maybe not. But RestoreVR Therapy is the byproduct of my master's degree research thesis through Radford University. I was searching a theme for my thesis and decided to combine 3 important areas of my life. The first one was my life experience as a former cancer patient. I know very well how stressful this is. The second was my career as designer. And the third one was my passion for technology. All these 3 areas have helped me to study in depth about how to prosper in my spirit, soul, and body in combination with virtual reality and its therapeutic effect on people. I had the opportunity to collect a good amount of data from dialysis patients, adolescents, parents, and former cancer patients who were under great stress. It was a beautiful experience, Lance, since I'm very passionate about the transformation that it brings in a person.
And you spent about, a month or more going to the clinics and speaking with those people. So you really were there seeing that transformation.
Exactly. And that's the reason that I can talk about this in such a passionate way, because I saw their countenance being changed, and that for me was wonderful. I also like to cite, since we are talking about the people who was transformed, 2 testimonies of those patients. I'm gonna call them patients. Were not my patients, but I collect data from them. Let's call them patients. Remember, they were facing a high level of stress.
Yes.
And in order to maintain their privacy, I will call them by like a fictitious name, okay? For instance, I remember Miss Dorothy saying, after experiment the RestoreVR, it took my mind off the procedure and made me much more relaxed. And I saw, this was not just words, I saw her face, like I said before, change it. The muscles more relaxed. Yeah. And you see all this like facial expression.
And they spoke after you.
They spoke, yes.
And they really loved it.
They love it. We have this informal interview. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And I remember also Mr. Don saying, it made me feel as though I was actually visiting the park.
Wow. So, Diana, with RestoreVR Therapy, any person who is in stress or anxiety can refocus his or her mind on something that gives them some kind of comfort or happiness, right? In this way, it reduces their stress and anxiety. Can you speak about that? And can this be done in 7 days?
Yes, that's a good question. Well, the answer is yes. It can be done in 7 days. The VR experience transported the patient to a place where they feel happy and safe. Their minds were refocused on something other than the stress of that moment. For instance, Mr. Don, that I just mentioned about him, remember that he said that he was in the park? Well, after he finished everything, I interviewed him informally, and he said that he was retired, and he used to work for a state park. And so what happened? It triggered his memory to a good, let me see, a good experience that he had before.
At the park.
At the park. So he loved the park.
Yes.
So, I mean, he loved the park. Why not be transported to that place?
Because virtual reality had those scenarios of nature, of water or trees, and so that triggered his mind.
Yeah. That was the experience that he was seeing in that particular moment. That's the reason that his emotion and his memory was triggered. So it was wonderful. So after collecting positive results from many patients who experienced virtual reality to reduce the stress, I saw the importance of expanding this non-drug therapy. Therefore, we create a method that includes 2 approaches, Lance, to reduce the stress and anxiety. The first approach is the human factor. What is human factor? It means the spirit, soul, and body.
So it means the emotion, it means the mental side
the
of things.
Will, yeah,
the
exactly.
will of the person.
Yeah, exactly. Our understanding of the human soul includes emotion, mind, and will of a person. This is a key to deal not with the symptoms of stress and anxiety, but with the cause of them.
Oh, the root of the problem.
Yeah.
Because it's deep maybe in the soul of the person. That's why they are so stressed and have so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. The second approach is the virtual reality itself, or virtual reality experience, like we like to say. We use a nature-inspired scenes, and there is a reason for that, accompanied with sound.
Yes.
The power of visualization and the sound affects deeply in the spirit and soul of a human being.
Okay, so it's the visualization and it's the
sound.
So that triggers something in their mind. It's not only the visualization, but also the sound is very important. And the sound is of nature or something that's pleasurable.
Yes, exactly.
Interesting.
And yes, it may, like you asked before, it may reduce the stress and anxiety in 7 days. Because I saw that happen, and I have case studies. I have many case studies that prove this method. Well, I love this conversation. It's a beautiful seeing people transform. So yes, it can be happen. Respond to your question.
That's wonderful. So Diana, let's go to the next topic.
Right.
As you mentioned here, the RestoreVR Therapy is a non-drug method.
Yeah.
Many people have some concerns about something like this.
Okay.
And if it's effective or not.
Absolutely.
What is your opinion about this? So it's a non-drug method, and it's not replacing the drug treatment of the person, and it does not have side effects. So can you speak about it a little bit?
Yes, I would say that adopting a non-drug method like the RestoreVR therapy has great advantages. Well, because there is no side effects. That's the first advantage. There is no medication or something like that. In addition, as mentioned before, it goes to the root of the cause of the stress and anxiety. This is why the method focuses also in the strengthening their emotional and health state. This is vital to achieve great results.
So what it does really, the method is also focused in strengthening, like you said, their emotion state, their mental health, and very interesting. So it's vital. It's vital to have this to achieve great results.
Yes,
All right.
yes. I have been through chemotherapy and radiation. So I know very well how aggressive these treatments are, not only for the human body, but for the mind as well. Not only that, but the side effects, Liz. And you know that because you are my caregiver.
Yes.
Of these treatments include pain, stress, anxiety, sleep deprivation, and just to name a few. They're very challenges to manage these side effects. You don't want this for your worst enemy, actually. So it affects your emotion, like I said, your mind as well.
How did it affected you in your mind? Because your body was weak, but
Right.
how internally to your soul? What could you tell us a little bit about that? How?
Yeah, well, if we talk about the mind, sometimes in my case, I think everybody has a different reactions to that. In my case, your mind could be turn a little bit foggy some days.
But your mind could imagine things that were not positive,
Yes.
right? Negative, maybe even about death or something like that. That it's very, very scary.
Yes, well, depression is another side effects that may come.
Depression.
Yes, depression. And I didn't have a lot of that because my faith helped me a lot
Yes.
to keep track of my emotions. But I know there is a lot of people that battle depression, and there is nothing wrong with that. It's just very important to address
Yes.
this issue very well. So you just don't need to go under alone. But another advantage is that you can apply it, the RestoreVR therapy, at any time. So we are talking about the advantages of the non-drug therapy,
Yes.
right? And this is portable, and you can apply, you can dive or travel in this experience anytime at the comfort of your home without relocating to a hospital or clinic. Can you imagine that? This is very good.
Yes.
Because in my case, to be honest, just for the fact that I have to go to the hospital again, there was already something emotionally speaking that was not help me
And it was
in my process.
it triggered your stress, your anxiety, just to think, I have to go to the hospital again.
to the clinic.
Imagine the needles again,
Exactly.
the treatment again.
It's just-
It's very painful, not only for the body, but the soul, the mind of the person. But now with this method, RestoreVR Therapy, you can, at your home, at the comfort of your house,
Yes.
you can apply, but you have to follow the method, right, Diana? It's very important to follow the method.
Exactly, like everything else.
Like everything else.
Yeah, like everything else. So I mean, it's not a promise of anything else that if you don't follow the methods, if you don't follow the treatment, the normal treatment, the protocol that you have as a drug treatment, like I had.
Yes.
With chemo and radiation. I have, for instance, a month of radiation. Every day. So if I don't go there, I'm not following the protocol. So how I can see results? So the same thing with RestoreVR Therapy. You have to follow the protocol. You have to follow the method so you can see results in that period of time. And of course, like anything else, everybody has a different you're gonna feel different
reaction.
And the reactions is different. The side effects, like we talked before, they are different
levels of stress and anxiety.
Exactly. So the RestoreVR therapy, it's affordable. It's of course, like we said before, there is no side effects. It's affordable, it's portable, and produce results and produce transformation. And this is real because, first of all, I saw this transformation with many people around me. Like I said before, with like dialysis, people who were undergoing dialysis, who were undergoing cancer treatment and any other things. Not only people that they are undergoing treatment.
Yes.
But anybody, for instance, somebody that is under high level of stress from work, in the root of your problem, maybe it's work. You were like have a overload of work and stress. That is the most common thing that we have.
Yes.
Especially right now, we are in 2020, and there's a pandemic going on. There's a lot of people that maybe lost their jobs. And many other things.
They lost security. They may feel rejection. These things really affect the soul of the person, and this year has been very unique. So Diana, on our next video, and we encourage you to watch the next video, we're gonna go more in depth with this method, how it works, and we're gonna go more into the human side of the spirit, the soul, and the body. We're going to speak more about that. Not only with the virtual reality, which is a combination with virtual reality, but it's a very important also to speak about what we need to do with our spirit, what we need to do with our soul, what we need to do with our body. We're going to speak about about exercises, having a good diet, drinking a lot of liquid. What about your soul? Meditation. I know meditation can be very popular, but we will speak more in the next video. So we are happy that you watched this video, and if you have any question, please, you can sign in, you can post your question, and we are more than happy to help you.
Yes, and I want just to say something else. And we're gonna have a link to a survey at the description of this video. It's very important to us if you fill up this survey. It's just gonna take like
simple questions,
like 3 minutes. But the reason of this survey, it's important. It's important for you, for me. So we can, this way, filling up, you're giving back to somebody else. Because this will help us to put together, to finish and refine this method just for you.
Yes, your feedback, the survey, it's going to help us, like you said, refine this product. And that's why we need you. It would be great if you could participate and help us. So if you can really fill out this survey, we appreciate very much.
So thank you so much to be with us, and bye-bye. See you next video.
See ya.